Hank is here. He is here to party. Aren't you, Hank? Hey, buddy. Are you here to hang out while we talk about our November plans? Let's do it. Okay, so it is officially November 2022, the very first day, and we are getting started off on the right foot by taking some time to plan out our goals for the month. So if you are new around here, I take some time every single month for the last couple of months, but planning on continuing. And I take some time and I sit down and I literally work through all of the goals that I want to work on for the month, whatever that current month is. I make some sort of a visual to go with it. I put it all on a vision board. I call it my monthly vision board. And every goal on here is directly related to a goal that I have set for the actual full year, but this is just a smaller chunk that I am working towards. The purpose of these monthly vision boards, in my opinion, is just to give you an idea and a framework and a very specific step on what it is that you can do this month, right here, right now, to take action towards the goal that you set for the entire year. If you are like me, you used to create these beautiful vision boards and then didn't really do anything with actually achieving them. So this is a way that I have found major success in actually achieving the goals that I set for the entire year by taking the time and really thinking through, how can I take one small step towards that bigger goal and how can I get closer to actually achieving that? And that's what we're going to talk about today. So let's get right into it. First and foremost, happy November. Let's dive into some goals. And as always, I share with you the goals that I have set. You may not resonate with literally any of these goals. You may think some of these are silly. Some of these are also habits. They're not necessarily goals, but they're just habits that I want to make sure are on my vision board so that I know that I am doing them daily or weekly or however often it is that I'm wanting to do them. Same thing with my yearly vision board. I have some goals on there that are technically habits that I want to make sure that I am implementing in my daily and weekly life. So let's get started off first thing with a weekly habit and goal that I have, and that is to do date nights with my husband. That could be anything. It could be a lunch date, it could be an evening date, it could be a weekend trip, it could be a day trip, it could be anything. So that is the plan. These can look like anything. Sometimes we do takeout, sometimes we go out to eat, sometimes we use a gift card that we have. Does not matter what it is, but that is a goal that I have on there. So that's my first goal for November 2022. Next one over is my personal development goal. If you've been around the past couple of months, I've done 3 books as my goal, and I actually bumped it up a little bit. So let's talk through that. I have always a goal that I want to listen to one of these books on Audible, because when I'm driving and just doing other things, I want to really capitalize on that time that I could be using to literally listen to a book, since I can't always be physically sitting down and reading a physical book. But I can utilize that drive time, and I love being able to do it in that way. So Fear is My Homeboy is going to be the book that I'm going to be listening to on Audible. I've listened to it before on Audible, and I'm going to listen to it again. I'm really excited for it. High Performance Habits is a book that I started last month reading physically, and I am not yet done with it, so I'm going to keep reading that. My goal is to finish that one and then move over to the Niche Down book. That is a new book that was recommended to me through the company that I work with. So I'm excited to dive into that. And then the Jennifer Allwood podcast is something that I used to listen to pretty consistently and I got away from. And I've recently rediscovered it and fallen in love with it. She is faith-based. She is a woman entrepreneur. She is self-made and has working her tail off and helps others. And it's very much something that I can relate with and I want to do as well. So I've loved listening to her podcast again. And so that is something that I want to start implementing as well. So I'll have my audiobook that I'll be listening to, but I'll also have this podcast that I can be listening to. And I can listen to other podcasts, and just know when I have these things on here, doesn't mean I'm limited to only these things, but these are some that if I have it on here, I know I'm way more likely to actually follow through with doing, reading, listening to these things. I also, if you'll note, the specific goal there is to read 10 pages daily, but then also to listen to about 10 minutes or more while I'm getting ready each day. So most days, whether I get fully ready and do my hair and makeup, or if I'm having more of a potato day where I'm pretty lazy and not doing a whole lot, I still shower, I still take some time to change my clothes, all of the things, your typical hygiene things. And so during that takes me about 10 minutes, if not longer, on those potato days. And so I want to be taking that time and really utilizing that and maybe listening to a podcast or listening to that audiobook. So I have that specifically listed in here now as part of that goal and the achievement of that goal. Next goal over is my church goal. So I'm still going to keep on there that I want to attend in person. I have made it where I have been attending church online just from home or if I'm traveling. But if I'm here and at home, I want to make sure that I'm there. Something that is so different about physically being in church, especially during worship, it is incredible, and I want to make sure that I'm getting back into that. So that's another goal that's on here. That's been a goal that's been on there the past couple of months. And again, this is one of those that's like a habit that I want to get into. It's not just a goal, but it's something that if it's on here, I know I'm going to be more likely to work towards it because I'm going to be able to look at it. And then my daily devotional and my Bible time, I have been doing so well with doing that first thing every single day for the last couple of months, and I just want to keep on with that. Next one over is my personal health journey. So I am going to be starting a program for the second time on November 7th. So here in just a few days, I'm going to be starting this program again. So I'm only a few days away from completing this program for the first time. It's a 3-week program. It's a mixture of some dancing and then also some sculpting, and it has been a blast to do. It has been perfect for this time of year when I'm not necessarily wanting to do really intense workout programs, but I still want to be moving and I want to be enjoying that movement. This program has been so perfect. So my next group with that will actually be starting on November 7th. So I'm in the process of welcoming others that might want to do this program with me and all of that. If you have questions about that, please let me know. That is what I do for my work. So if that's something you'd want to know more about, please reach out, comment below. I'd be happy to help. Make sure to follow me on Instagram. That's where I talk a lot about my own personal health journey, but then also how I can help others with their personal health journeys. My goal is to have everyone be happy and healthy in their life. And I am so blessed and honored to get to do this for my everyday work. So if that's something you'd be interested in, make sure to check out my Instagram so that you can get more information on that and we can talk more about that. Moving on, it's November, so it's Thanksgiving month. So I just have a goal on my yearly vision board to spend time with family. What a perfect opportunity to spend time with family then with Thanksgiving. So excited to get to do that. Moving in a little bit more, I still have it on here. So if you watch my October recap, I wasn't sure if I was going to keep this goal on here, the like to know it goal, but I've decided to go ahead and keep it because it is something that I want to do. It's just not been a priority, which is why it hasn't gotten done in former months, but I'm going to keep it on there in hopes that maybe it will finally get done this month. I don't know. We'll see. In my business, I am a health and fitness coach. That is what I do. And one of the goals that I currently have is to get my second business center within my business to the next rank. If you're not in my business, that none of that makes sense, but that doesn't matter. Just know it is a goal that I am working towards, and I'm excited to be working towards that. My community event, I have a monthly goal to have a community event that I spend some time with the community of clients and coaches that I get to work with, and that actually is going to be happening in just less than a week. We have what's called our quarterly event. It's a super weekend or super Saturday event is how we often host it. We're going to get together, we're going to have a little bagel bar and work out together and learn about new things that are coming within our company. So I'm super excited. The next goal, this is a goal that has been on my vision board last month, and it's continuing on because it's a habit that I want to continue and make sure that I'm implementing in my everyday life. And that is to read fiction to unplug, so to kind of get my brain away from work, because I could work and work and work if you let me, and then to eat my lunch away from my desk. That is a goal that I set a couple months ago, and it has been so good for me to just take that time and physically unplug from this room, from my office, from my computer, get away, get some fresh air, just physically change up my space, and to eat lunch away from my desk. Even if it's just 30 minutes, it's made a really, really big difference just for my mental health and just my burnout around work. I don't want to be burnt out. I love my work, but staying in here all the time and eating even while I'm working wasn't working for me. So I put that on here, and it's been a great one that I've been working towards, and I want to continue that. Next one down is my volunteering. So last month I started volunteering, and this month I'm going to continue that. So on Mondays, that is my plan, is to go volunteer at our local Harmony House. It's a domestic abuse shelter, and it's been a really neat experience, and I want to continue that. So that's the plan for that. Going straight down, I did not get an opportunity to go visit my friend in her new house last month as was planned. So the plan is to try to make that happen at some point this month. We don't have a specific date on the calendar yet, but we are going to do it. Next goal in is part of my job, and this is something that even though it hasn't been on my monthly vision board each month that I've made these vision boards, this is something that I do on a daily basis. But because we are nearing the end of the year, and oftentimes this is when a lot of people fall off and forget about their health and fitness and just don't care, I want to really be extra intentional about helping my clients and helping my coaches achieve the goals that they've set. A lot of people have set these yearly vision goals and these vision boards, and it's my job as a mentor and as a coach to help people reach those goals, to help be there and support them and encourage them. So by putting this on my vision board, it's just that extra reminder that a lot of people fall off this time of year. I want to be there to help them. I want to be there to encourage them. I want to be there to show them how it's done, and that you can still love the journey of your health and still fully enjoy the holidays. I fully believe that. And so the best way that I can show that I believe that is by leading from the front and leading by example in doing that. So I just wanted to add that goal onto this vision board this month. Next one in is my Teachers Pay Teachers goal. So if you saw my October recap, I talked about how I didn't realistically set the goals that I have been putting about Teachers Pay Teachers on my vision board each month. And so this last month, when I finally sat down and started to work towards that, I realized I have some like nitty-gritty details. Those need to actually happen first before I'm making all of these products, because those are going to be things that I'm literally going to be using in every single product. And so I've made sure to put that on here, that I need to get those things complete so that then I can start creating the products. So I feel really good about this goal and really breaking that down even more. It's been trial and error the past couple of months, and I realized I didn't really know what I didn't know, but now I do know what I didn't know, and it's time for me to execute on those goals. So that's the plan with that. Moving further in, as I shared with you in the October recap, we got monetized last month, and that was huge. Like, that is all thanks to you, and I just want you to know that from the bottom of my heart, how thankful I am for you. So my goal is just to continue to upload videos that are what you want to see, to continue to share things that I am knowledgeable on, that I feel like I have a way of explaining that might be a little bit different than others. And so uploading 1 to 2 videos a week, continuing to try to find my flow with recording, editing, posting, scheduling, all of that, and then coming up with the rest of the videos that I'm looking forward to creating for the rest of the year. So I want to try to have a schedule of every video that I'm creating in November and every video that I'm creating in December, and try to get those planned out so that when I have a day where I'm recording, I can sit down and maybe record multiple videos and kind of batch record those so that the recording is done and really all I have to worry about is the editing part. So final goal is my 12-week year plan. I want to continue following that, and then I also want to continue following my Google Calendar. I created a Google Calendar the last week of October that is truly realistic for the work life that I currently have. And so I'm excited to start following that and utilizing that as a tool to help me sit down and really accomplish the things that I want to do in a realistic time manner, even if it's a little bit at a time. I realized before the calendar that I had created on my Google Calendar it was too big of chunks. And basically what I would find is if I didn't have 3 hours to sit down and edit a video, I wouldn't edit, period. So now I've made those chunks smaller, and I've made like an hour of editing daily so that at least I'm getting an hour done. I'm not gonna get a whole video edited in an hour. I know that. But an hour is better than not editing at all. And so I got realistic with myself and really set those goals. And so I updated my Google Calendar to reflect that. And I'm super excited because it has been so much less overwhelming and also so much more helpful, because I'm like, oh, I could do that. 1 hour, let's go. And I've also been utilizing setting a timer, which has been super, super helpful. So that is our goals for November. I hope that you are finding me sharing my exact goals helpful, not because you need to necessarily follow these goals by any means. This is very specific to my life, but more so because it's showing you that you have the ability to create these very specific goals to your life, no matter how simple they are. If it's a eating lunch away from your desk type of goal, or if it's reaching that next level in your business or getting that promotion, you know, those goals are very different, and one's much bigger than the other. One's more of a habit, one's more of a goal. So you taking the time to figure out realistically what you can do in the course of a month, realistically what is going to help you achieve those goals that you set for the entire year, and then thinking through the little steps that it's going to take. That is my hope when I share these goals. It is not for you to think that you need to set goals like mine, but instead, I truly, truly, truly just want you to take some time and realize how beneficial setting a monthly vision board could be for your life. So hope that was helpful. I am so, so excited to get started working towards these goals, and I will be chatting with you soon when we come to the middle of November to check in on where I am with these goals so far. So leave me any comments down below if you are making your own monthly vision board, if you've had any revelations when you're making your vision boards, or if you're new to this whole concept and you're like, okay, I think I'm gonna give this a shot, do it. I am so, so excited. You have got this. You are gonna crush it, and I'm gonna be here to support you. So if you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It truly supports my channel, and I'm just so thankful that you're here. So until next time, I will see you in the next one.